TikToker arrested after mother and daughters killed at Crosswalk. A normal weekend in Brooklyn, New York turned tragic when a blue Audi suddenly ran a red light, causing a devastating accident that killed 3 members of the same family and left a 4-year-old boy in critical condition. Behind the wheel was Miriam Urimi, a TikTok personality known for selling custom wigs, who now faces serious criminal charges and has a past filled with warning signs. The incident occurred when Natasha Sada was walking with her 3 young children across a pedestrian crosswalk. According to police reports, Urimi's Audi A4 sped through a red light, collided with a Toyota Camry that was waiting to turn, then continued forward and struck all 4 pedestrians, Natasha and her 3 children, before flipping over. The consequences were devastating. Natasha died at the scene. Her 2 daughters, Diana, 7 or 8 years old, according to different reports, and Deborah, 5 years old, were rushed to the hospital in critical condition but could not be saved. Natasha's 4-year-old son remains in critical condition at the hospital. Notably, the Camry that Urimi hit also carried another family, a mother and 3 children, who fortunately suffered only minor injuries. The vehicle was identified as a rideshare. Miriam Urimi was taken to Bellevue Hospital for psychiatric evaluation after first responders at the scene reported she made comments about being possessed by demons, and followed by the CIA. According to Fox 5 News, Urimi faces multiple charges, including 3 counts of second-degree manslaughter, 3 counts of criminally negligent homicide, 4 counts of second-degree assault. Prosecutors appear to be pursuing 2 different legal theories, manslaughter and criminally negligent homicide, possibly to create a backup plan in case Urimi's mental health issues become a factor at trial. Significantly, Urimi had a suspended license at the time of the accident, according to a New York website that compiles public information about traffic violations linked to license plates. Urimi had accumulated nearly 100 traffic tickets in just the past 3 years. In 2023, Urimi received a personalized license plate reading Wigmaker, later updated to W8G Maker, replacing the A with the number 8. According to the How's My Driving NY website, this plate was associated with nearly 100 traffic violations from September 2023 to March 2025. When Urimi was arrested for this accident, specifically, 70 parking violations, 21 speeding tickets, caught running red lights at least 5 times, 18 tickets for speeding in school zones. Other violations including parking on streets during street cleaning hours, parking in front of fire hydrants, and failing to display meter receipts. Since August 2023, she had paid over $99 in traffic fines and still owed more than $1. Speed was likely a factor in this tragic accident. According to reporting from ABC7, police sources told the New York Daily News that Urimi was allegedly driving at approximately 50 miles per hour in an area with a 25 miles per hour speed limit. Police have also requested a search warrant for the data box in the blue Audi to confirm information about speed and any other data that might indicate she was breaking the law. Further investigation into Urimi revealed other notable and concerning details about her past. In 2024, Urimi sued the New York Police Department, NYPD, and Officer George Mastercus, whom she alleged had raped her multiple times over several years, beginning when she was 14 years old. According to the civil complaint, Urimi claimed that Mastercus and his partner approached her on the street in 2006, handcuffed and searched her without just cause. About 2 weeks later, Mastercus approached her while on duty in a patrol car and asked for her phone number, which she provided. The complaint states that around August 2006, Mastercus again approached Urimi while on duty in his patrol car and directed her inside. While on duty, he drove to another location and began kissing her. About a week later, on a Friday evening, Mastercus contacted Urimi at her home, told her to meet him outside, where he picked her up in his patrol car while on duty and took her to an empty parking lot at East Avenue 2 and Lawrence in Brooklyn, near the 70th precinct. There, he proceeded to have sexual relations with Urimi, who was only 14 years old at the time, raping her. Urimi claimed this continued for 3 years, with the officer taking her to the same location each time. She said she reported this behavior to the NYPD in 2010 and interviewed with Internal Affairs. But she says no action was taken against Mastercus, who allegedly then began harassing Urimi and her family. The NYPD reportedly settled the lawsuit for $2 million. Urimi posted on Instagram in December 2024 that, "I want to share with all of you some deeply personal news. After years of fighting, I won my lawsuit against the NYPD for the abuse I endured as a child. This victory isn't just for me, but for every survivor who has felt silenced or forgotten. The trauma I experienced shaped so much of who I am today. But it gave me the strength to continue, to keep speaking up, to keep fighting for justice." That wasn't the only time Urimi posted about her interactions with police. In a TikTok video posted in October, Urimi was seen in her bedroom, surrounded by NYPD officers who eventually pulled her out of her bed. The New York Daily News reported that Urimi was involuntarily committed to a psychiatric hospital after a welfare check. And she and her attorney filed court papers stating they planned to sue the NYPD and Coney Island Hospital for $5 million. Alleging false imprisonment, medical malpractice, negligence, and deprivation of civil rights. Most recently, on March 23, just days before the accident, Urimi posted a photo and video of what she said was a camera hidden in a vent in her bathroom. She wrote, "For months I've been saying I'm being watched. I've been saying something is wrong. I've been saying I didn't feel safe and I've been labeled crazy for it. Tonight at 11:20 p.m., I found a hidden camera inside the vent. I have photo and video evidence. It's been verified. I've filed a report. So, to anyone who doubted me, questioned me, whispered about me or stood silent while I broke down trying to explain what I was feeling, I wasn't wrong. I wasn't unstable. I wasn't paranoid." This case also highlights a sad point about wrongful death law in New York. Current law, passed in 1847, focuses almost entirely on the economic damages of the deceased or the economic value of their lives. This doesn't account for children too young to work, women who are homemakers, and many other cases. The Grieving Families Act, a bill with bipartisan support, has been brought to the governor's desk 3 years in a row and has been vetoed 3 years in a row. This bill would allow family members to be compensated for the grief and pain they face in tragic situations like this. Currently, New York does not allow family members to be compensated for those things, which needs to be addressed. This case is an unimaginable tragedy, taking the lives of 3 innocent people and leaving a 4-year-old boy fighting for survival. It highlights gaps in our transportation and legal systems, from how we handle drivers with multiple violations to how we compensate victims' families. As we await the next developments in the case, we need to remember that behind the statistics and legal details are real lives that have been forever changed. A father has lost his wife and 2 daughters. A 4-year-old boy may grow up without his mother and 2 sisters. And a community is grieving this unimaginable loss. We hope that justice will be served, and that necessary changes will be made to prevent similar tragedies in the future.